Hi there folks, my name is Jack and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5, and this is a beach buggy. It is probably the coolest car in the game. However, I was wondering if we could turn this beachside cruiser into the ultimate off-road race car. Impossible? Maybe. Here's the thing about beach buggies, they really are only good in a straight line. If you try to turn them, it usually doesn't go, oh that's the water, hang on, we're in trouble. Rocks! Oh. Okay, I think maybe we just take it easy. As I was saying, beach buggies do not work well when you try to turn them. And for an off-road racer, well, you kind of need to be able to turn well. So this is going to be very interesting if I can actually make this thing perform well, or if it just ends up being a disaster. Now, the beach buggy already has a pretty good off-road frame. However, this particular one has been set up to work better on road. So we're going to cram it into a workshop and we're going to completely rebuild and retune this thing to make it work off-road rather than on-road. Or rather, work better off-road. Now, we're just going to shove it into a workshop and make stuff happen. The process for this is very simple. Or at least I think it's very simple. What I'm going to do is select every part, as you can see, that in one way or another increases the performance of the vehicle. Now, I know that selecting these engine pieces, as you can see, is reducing the vehicle's off-road capabilities. But do not worry, I'm going to raise the suspension and trade these street slicks for off-road tires. The function of the off-road tires is very obvious. By fitting them, you increase the vehicle's traction in conditions such as dirt, gravel, mud, sand, all that good stuff. And then because this matte primer grey paint scheme and generic rims are pretty dull, I am going to replace both of them with something that's a bit more flashy. Yes, gold is a pretty flashy color. I quite like that, actually. What you are looking at here, ladies and gentlemen, is the fruit of my labors. Not only have I made a bunch of upgrades to improve its acceleration and performance and stuff of that nature, I also went into tuning and messed around with the suspension, hopefully to make it perform better off-road. Although I must confess I don't know a whole lot about how the tuning thing works. But whatever.
12 seconds later.
Oh, whoa, holy shit. Ow. What the heck happened there? I completely lost control for no obvious reason. Okay, so what I've actually done to the beach buggy is ruin it. Comprehensively. You see, by giving it a whole bunch of more power and then making the suspension all loose and floppy, once you get beyond 100 miles an hour, it simply doesn't grip and then you crash, or as you just saw, fall off a bridge by barely doing any— I'm barely touching the steering wheel. Go in a straight line, you metal f***. You join me back in the workshop because I have had a rethink. I am going to attempt to fix the mess that I made by readjusting the suspension. And then we're going to enter a race to see how well this thing really does off-road. Right, so raising the suspension is clearly what did it for me. So we're going to lower it so that it hopefully is more stable on the road, and we'll see how it does in an off-road race. Just to make sure that I'm not too much of a nuisance, I'm going to do a quick speed test on the runway to test if I fix the stability issue. Okay, turn left, right, left. Yeah, that feels pretty good, actually. I think we solved it. Okay, we have arrived at the location in question, and I have got high hopes for this. I am supremely confident in my engineering, as absolutely nothing went wrong before, so I can't imagine why this won't go well. I'll tell you what, the beach buggy does look good on that Lazy Susan. That massive Lazy Susan that they use to put the cars on. Or maybe they actually make a giant pizza to put that on. Cake, maybe. I think I should stop talking rubbish and just do the race. Oh, look at this. I'm racing against sports cars in an off-road race. There is literally no way I can lose this. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it! Off we go, and immediately the beach buggy has been overtaken by the regular that beetle just roared off. Holy cow. Anyway, past the first checkpoint, all is going well so far. I'm gonna overtake some of them in this corner. I got the Mustang, I got the McLaren. Yeah! Take a look at this. I am now kissing the rear bumper of the Camaro, and I've got him. I got the Beetle as well. Oh no, the Beetle's gonna have me. The Beetle got me again. That Beetle is surprisingly quick. Oh yes, eat my dust, Beetle. Oh dear, yeah, it appears that in my enthusiasm of overtaking all those cars at the start of the race has led me to mess up this chicane. Oh, that's the wall. Oh, come on, turn. Come on, I've just been overtaken twice by both the Camaro and the Beetle. That's not good. Oh, hang on, I'm really struggling for I just got overtaken by a Lamborghini on an off-road race. What? Okay, I must confess, I'm really struggling for traction as well as speed here. It feels like I'm driving on ice. What? That doesn't seem right. I built this car to work well off-road, and it's absolutely terrible at it. Sit rep. I am currently in 6th position. All of the cars in front of me have roared off into the horizon. I'm trying to catch up to them, but I simply cannot do it, and I made a terrible turn there. Just forget that didn't happen. And the cars behind me are right on my tail. As I said before, I'm really struggling for traction. Speed is not that great either, and the brakes are quite poor. The steering is okay, but it doesn't matter if you got no traction, speed, or good brakes. Oh, here comes the McLaren. We've been overtaken by the McLaren, and there goes the Porsche. I am losing positions like crazy, and the Mustang's got me as well. Okay, this race really is not going as well as I'd hoped. I think I'm gonna miss the checkpoint. Oh, I just barely got it, but it does not matter, because I am now in 12th place. A car that I designed to work well off-road is in 12th place in an off-road race. And all the cars that are in front of me are supercars, which shouldn't be on the gravel in the first place. Why? Oh, but it looks like I'm catching one. I'm gonna catch one. I'm catching him. Come on, get him. Get him. Oh, that was so close. I don't think I got him. Ah! Somehow, the beach buggy was working better when I didn't make any upgrades to it. So I'm just going to take everything off. I'm going to take everything off the beach buggy, and we're going to try that race again and see if it makes any difference. Okay, you join me for the second attempt. The beach buggy, apart from the paint job, is exactly the way it was at the start of this video on that beach. We're going to see if this makes a difference. And off we go! It's a better... I don't think the start was any better. We got overtaken by a Caterham and a Jag, but we're gonna take the Jag and then this Camaro. Now, because I've removed all of the upgrades, we aren't as fast, so we're going as fast as the American muscle car, except it looks like he just dropped off the edge of the track there. Catching up to the Caterham now, going into the first sharp turn. I'm gonna have him here. Oh, I almost got him, and we have even less traction on the gravel. Even less traction. Probably because the car came with street slicks, and street slicks are no good on dirt. Currently we are in 10th place, and at this position in the race, last time, we weren't this far back, so we're actually doing worse. I'm doing everything I can to catch these guys, but I'm actually quite baffled by this result. Upgrading the car to try to make it work better off-road makes it terrible off-road, and the stock version is still terrible off-road. What? What good is a car if you can't use it? Yeah, whatever. We're in 8th place trying to catch up to whoever it is up front. The cars behind us are quite far behind, which makes me pretty comfortable. I haven't got high hopes, to be honest. It's performing well on tarmac, which it wasn't before, so I'm happy with that. Oh, I almost had him in the turn. Yeah, so that race wasn't going well. It wasn't going any better, so I just decided to drop out of it because there was no point in continuing. I'm trying to figure out what is the appropriate conclusion to what you just witnessed. I think the conclusion is, I'm not that great when it comes to upgrading cars, but I'm even worse when it comes to tuning them. I simply don't know what I'm doing. And therefore I have wasted 10 minutes of your life, which you'll never get back. Whoopsie. I'm surprised at how upset I am about the failure of the Beach Buggy Off-Road Racer. Because to be perfectly honest with you, I was really excited about about creating a beach buggy off-road race car. I mean, that just sounded like the coolest thing in the world. So I think to cheer me up, I'm gonna do a bit of retail therapy. Ah, the McLaren 720S Spider. This is a new feature in Forza Horizon 5. Convertible cars actually have roofs that fold up and down, and I think that's really cool. In fact, it actually cheers me up from my day's failures. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go drive this car off into the sunset and probably stuff it into a tree. I'll see you later. Goodbye.